Hey y'all, it's Miss Zadoorian. I am going to show y'all today how to get started with writing a fictional narrative. So this is going to be our next writing unit. You're going to complete this mostly from home, and then whenever we return back to school, you will get to complete it at school as well, and I will be here to help. So I do have, over the next 10 days, you completing this whole assignment, but I will review it with you. You won't get a grade until we've worked on it together. So just to remind you from your other grades you've done before, and from the very beginning of the year, a fictional narrative is going to be a story that is fictional. So it's an imagined story. It has a clear narrator, so it's usually going to either be a third-person narrator, that's somebody that's outside of the story, or it's going to be a first-person narrator, which is a character inside the story. It's totally up to you. It's going to have a problem and a solution. It has clear events that happen in a natural sequence, so it's not going to be bouncing all around. It'll start with something like once upon a time, or you're going to say, I was at school one day, or you can say Jeremy was at school one day, or whoever your character is. You're going to use dialogue. I'll help you with that. But I do want you to remember dialogue is very important in helping you understand characters. It's going to be written as paragraph with indents or indentations, which is where you hit tab at the beginning. It includes details to describe actions, thoughts, and feelings. And it has an ending that provides closure. So it's going to have an ending that your reader is going to be satisfied with. Sometimes, like whenever we finish smack dab, it is going to be open for interpretation. Okay, so I'm just going to start by giving you an idea of a fictional narrative that you could do, and then you're going to complete a brain dump where you're going to start thinking of ideas. Who could your characters be? What could the location and the setting be? What could the problem and solution be? So you're going to complete a brain dump today. So I just want you to listen to this mentor text. You can follow along on the screen. I'm going to read it to you. So listen to the mentor text, and hopefully it'll spark some ideas for you. So this one is called Fear of the Ocean. Every summer, my family and I went on a vacation. This summer, we drove to North Carolina to go to the beach. My mom found a big house for us to rent so our whole family could stay in the same place. Even my grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins came with us. Paragraph 2. There was one problem with this vacation, though. It was the ocean. I was terrified of the ocean. There were sharks, stingrays, jellyfish, and other dangerous creatures swimming in there. I didn't understand why everyone was so excited to go swimming in there. Not me, no way. On the first day of our vacation, I built a sandcastle while all of my cousins played in the ocean. They kept calling my name, trying to convince me to join them. I just ignored them and played and enjoyed the sand. I even collected seashells. The second day of our vacation was really hot. I dug around the sand a little bit, but then decided to just sit under our umbrella because the sun was so intense and hot. I put my sunglasses on and read a chapter book I had brought with me. My cousins looked like they were having a lot of fun in the ocean. No one saw a shark. The next day was hot again. As soon as we got to the beach, I plopped myself down right under the umbrella. My cousins grabbed their floats and noodles and ran straight to the ocean, laughing. I sighed. They looked so happy. Well, until they got their foot bit off by a shark, I thought to myself. Hours passed. I was bored with the grown-ups. I was bored with the umbrella, and I was bored with the sand. My mom suggested that I go along the water and just let the waves wash up on my feet a little. Reluctantly, I decided to give it a try. The water felt so good on my feet, I instantly felt cooler. My cousins swam up to me, and we started to play. We looked for fish, dug up shells in the wet sand, and splashed each other. I was having so much fun, and plus, I felt 1,000,000 times cooler. I heard my mom calling my name and waving excitedly to me. I looked back up the beach, and she was clapping and cheering for me. "You're in the ocean! Great job!" I was confused, but then I realized what she meant. As we were playing, I had gone deeper and deeper into the water with my cousins. But even though I was pretty far from the shore now, the water only came up a little bit above my knees. I was in the ocean, but the water wasn't even deep. There were no sharks near me or any other dangerous animals. It was just me and my cousins in knee-deep water, splashing and playing. This wasn't so bad after all. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go to your writing notebook slides. It's the ones that look like this. And you're going to get to the page called Brain Dump. This is where you're going to plan for the upcoming unit. So I want you to get some ideas going. This could be anything. It's not meant to be difficult at all. So we have 3 boxes. We have characters, setting, events, which is problem and solution. All you're going to do is simply type out any ideas you have. I could put for my characters 9-year-old boy, or I could put golden retriever, or 60-year-old man, or 14-year-old girl, or a butterfly. Anything, okay? Setting. Since this is a fictional narrative, it does need to be kind of realistic, so I'm not going to say like space or anything. But I could say Haywood Mall, Big Air, Gateway Elementary, the park. I could say that I was at Target. Okay, Starbucks, y'all know me. And then finally the events, problem, and solution. It could be anything. I can put lost my cell phone, have to find it, found it in the slide at the playground. Okay, I could say my friend didn't want to speak to me because they heard a rumor. I had to find the source and clear it up. So those are just some ways that you can brainstorm. And then after we do the brain dump, you're going to start and really develop those. So you're going to narrow it down so I can say this will match really good. Y'all just wait. 14-year-old girl at Starbucks, and the problem is that her friend didn't want to talk to her. Bam! I have my story ready. Now I'm just going to need to expand on those ideas. So that's what I want you to do for today's lesson. Good luck!